Hello. Is this thing on? How are you? It's Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th, and I'm going to read you a couple things as to why you should love Friday the 13th as well. But listen, it's been a hot minute since I went live, right? I mean, you can't rely on me, but that's okay. Uh, it's not like I'm getting paid to do this, right? But it's worth it. Here we go. I see that I'm live. All right. How are you? Mm. Mm. You fired up? Mm. Please tell me how you're doing. Please tell me how you're handling the fuckery of the world. Are you handling it? Oh, I just realized I've got my retainer in, and I don't want this on. So hold on. There's an audio sound for you. Being a good girl, wearing my retainer at 60, almost 61 years old. I have 1 month and I don't know, 15 days left of the first year of the 60s, which I love. It's been pretty fun, I have to say. My birthday's on March 22nd. It is, oh gosh, so big news. It's the end of the year of the wood snake. So I may have told you before, but so you kind of have the same. Okay, so you have the year that you're born. That's the whatever. Hi, Brent. Hi, Belle. Oh, my B words are here. Hi, Brent. Anyway, so there's like Year of the Dragon. This year's the Year of the Horse. I kind of give it away, but it's the Year of the Fire Horse. But I keep seeing these memes that just say the Year of the Horse. So that's what I'm calling it. Happy today, tomorrow, Bill. Bill's going to be here for his 40th birthday next year. How fun is that going to be? How fun is that going to be? I can't even. Anywho, so this is the year of the wood snake. So there's the year. That's what she said. There's, the like I said, dragon, horse, snake, pig, rat, rabbit, all these different ones. And then there's an element to it. So the last time it was the year of the wood snake was 1965. Who was born in 1965 and has two thumbs? This girl, right? So anywho, so now we're transitioning on February 17th, which is Tuesday, into the year of the fire horse or the fire horse. So I'm going to continue to call it the year of the horse and, put a fun, positive spin on it. So I'm excited about that because that's some good energy. So if you're feeling a lot of heavyweight, one reason could be because this year of the wood snake is all about shedding. So you're gonna get rid of a lot of stuff. I'm sorry to say, and if that's why you're feeling that, it's part of the that's part of the transition. Bill, I can't even tell you how much fun it's gonna be. You and your hubby are going to be here. Brent, tell me how you're doing. How's your job? How are you doing in the world of standing up for what you believe in, which I love? Oh, Joe Craw's here. Now it's a party. Joanne Crawl keeps us organized. Joe Crawl, what's your latest and greatest? You guys, if you have links that you love, businesses that you want me to hear about or that you love, even something local, please tell me about it. So yeah, Joanne is the organizer extraordinaire. She also takes all of the, I guess, guilt out of it a lot because there's all this 6 easy steps. The biggest thing that I love that I've learned from working with Joe Craw is digital organization. Kevin, wait, what? You stopped drinking during this madness. Well, cheers to that. You were also born in 65? Oh, honey, I didn't realize that. Oh, so Kevin and his husband, they're curators, or I guess, Kevin, you're the curator of the Hotel de Paris Museum up in, I drive by, honey, I've driven by it 3 times this week. Listen, I'm going to get to seeing you guys because, I have this project up in Keystone that at the resort, it's called Kindred that I'm working on. Anyway, post your links here. Please post your links here. Yep, there you go. Seriously, wood snake. That's what she said. Guilt and shame can go fuck itself. And yuck. That's right. It really can. You don't need any more wine, right? I'm sorry that you can't drink wine now, by the way. Brent says it's been hard to get government to make changes in the accessibility realm. I mean, Listen, we just have to continue the fight. I mean, even in the work that I do, that's what I pay attention to are things that, if you're able bodied, we are all like one, no pun intended, one step away from being disabled. A foot broken, an injury, like something where you cannot access it. I was thinking about this the other day. I was on the job site and I had my hard hat and my safety vest, and I don't like to wear it like walking through because then everybody asks me how the project's going and I don't want to talk about that. So I put everything on before I walk into the job site, kind of when I'm off to the side. And because there was the kind of dirty snow that was there, I was trying to like put the hard hat on and then like like take the hat. Oh no, took the hard hat off. I was trying to put like my cap on again. Did you know you can't do that with one hand? You ever try to put like a hat on, like a snow cap on? Anywho, it wasn't the wine. Oh, you can drink wine. Oh, it wasn't the wine. Okay, I was thinking you were saying you couldn't have any more wine. So I'm happy. Oh, cheers. I'm drinking my wine out of my fancy glasses. I'm trying Casa de Valor Cava. I love bubbles, and I tried them. I think they gave me like some really fun bottles for my birthday. Gosh, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I need to reach out to them. I need to tag them in here. But Casa de Valor, I love them. Plus, look at the V. Da, 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 da. I like Voss water too. Joe Cross says, I thought that was the case, but thankfully you were wrong. No kidding. Listen, a couple of things would break my heart: cheese, eggs, well, dairy, and wine. Yeah, consider me done. Just saying. Let's see what else. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Hotel de Paris Museum. Oh my God, it's such a cool spot. First of all, Georgetown is so gorgeous, but they have curated this beautiful museum, which I mean, that is just so interesting to do the look back into time, especially because they focus a lot on the Asian population here in Colorado and how much they did to build. I mean, listen, everything is built on the backs of immigrants. You know where I'm going. What have I been going for? 7 minutes? Can you believe it took me this long to get political? Everything is political, y'all. Everything is political. Can you hear my little squeaky chair? So when people say I'm not into politics, well, politics is into you. I'm going to say you probably have a really great privilege to not be involved about politics. Anywho, oh, no dairy for you. Sorry. I'm going to pour one out for you on that. Denise Luscas Petty is watching. It was her birthday this week. Who had birthdays this week? It was my aunt's birthday. It is my aunt's birthday today. Let's see what else we have going on. Let me talk to you about Friday the 13th. Would you like to learn something today? Are you in? Brent, we need more representation at tables with government and senior leadership and committee. I just said committees. Committees. From your mouth, this sounds bad. I'm going to make it fast. From your mouth to the higher powers' ears, because that's exactly where it needs to happen. I mean, I realized I posted last year about them wanting to shut down OSHA, the occupational safety hazard, which makes my world. Listen, I cannot tell you how much more challenging this current regime administration has made it for me as a woman on job sites. And I don't know if y'all know about this, but there was a young woman who was a welder who was murdered about a month and a half ago by her coworker because he didn't like what she said to him. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at bald-faced, I don't have to be nice to you now, which, says a lot about this world. Anywho, I'm going to go back to positive here for a second. Here we go. Let's do, shutting down OSHA would be disaster, right? I mean, can you imagine? Well, I know that they took apart something with the EPA this week that was really bad. And I heard there's also some more pardons that happened yesterday. There's a woman named Liz Oyer, Oyer. I really like her a lot. I'm going to write this down so I remember to post it. I have a lot of content creators that I follow. And I was telling Christopher this morning, whenever shit hits the fan, for the first thing that I do is I go to my Black and brown content creators because they're the ones that know, they've always been on the front line because they don't have the veil of, thinly veiled white privilege. And so they're always going to be affected a lot quickly, and more off in more of an awful fashion than white people are. So I always go to them to see what they've got to say about kind of the current shit show. So I will share some oh, girlfriend downstairs has let me know what the weather is tomorrow. It is so not winter here in Colorado. I'm probably going to really regret saying that, but I'm telling you, it's been like in the 60s. It's weird. Now, when I go up to Keystone, it feels good to be up there, but y'all, we're probably going to get hit a lot next month. Anyway, Liz Oyer, that's someone I'm going to share with you. Park Rose Permaculture, I shared about her the other day. Fivecalls.org, I'm always going to share about that because of the SAVE Act. Oof, you don't know. You don't know. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. It passed through. It needs to go through the Senate. Hopefully it won't. It is gorgeous weather. It is gorgeous weather, Bill. How is it over there today, tomorrow? All right, listen. Look at here. Let's go to let's share screen. You ready? Let's learn something together. Here we go. All right, Friday the 13th. So, patriarchy basically kind of fucked it up for a lot of us when they turned the 13 into a terrible number. So, Friday the 13th is historically and spiritually regarded as a powerful day for transformation, honoring the divine feminine and enhancing intuition. Rather than bad luck, it represents a sacred mystical time for reflection, creativity, new beginnings, and the 13 natural lunar cycles and goddess Venus, also, periods too. Just saying. Sacred geometry, enhanced reflection. Let's see. Let's see if I can find out what kind of powers would be spiritual meaning of Friday the 13th. Let's look up positive meaning and Friday the 13th. Let's look this up together. Patriarchy. And yes, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Oh, how about Friday the 13th misogyny? This is going to be fun. That might be because of the movie though. No. Yeah, anybody see that movie when you were a kid? That thing scared the shit out of me. Patriarchy meaning. Okay. So, thank you, AI. Friday the 13th was originally celebrated in pre-Christian, pre-patriarch, there you go, patriarchal times as a fortunate day honoring the divine feminine, lunar cycles, fertility, rather than a day of bad luck. It represents a positive patriarchy reclamation, shifting the focus from patriarchal, misogynistic fear to celebrating feminine power. Of course, Frigg, I love that because, it's kind of like a way to say the F word, or Freya. Bill, I love how you asked me the other day about swear words. There's your swear word. 13 lunar cycles represents the 13 moon cycles in a year and the 13 menstrual cycles, honoring the natural rhythm and power of women. Yeah, man, I love Friday. Look at Vice doing a whole thing on how the patriarchy stole Friday the 13th and women and made it evil. Oh my God. I'll post this in the links here. This is going to be really good. Oh my gosh. I'm going to fall down the rabbit hole. Anywho, y'all, so tell me how you are doing. Tell me what's going on with you and tell me what's been on your mind. Cause I'm going to rant like crazy. But I want to hear how you are feeling about the world in general. All right, there's a pop-up ad. But anyway, tell me how you're feeling about the world in general, because it's not good. And I think you all might have seen that I shared, I was rubbing my nose too much on my social media about, I've been pretty triggered, probably, from my own experience that I shared yesterday. And I haven't shared it in a while. And my husband reminded me when I shared it, he's like, wow, you haven't said anything about that in a hot minute. It is all too much. Yeah, let's just nail it down to that. Oh, hold on, I got it. Oh, hold on. Ooh, Amber Alert. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of scary. Hold on, I got to grab one of the cats real quick while I talk. So this has been a tough time. This stuff with the Epstein files, you guys. How much has it triggered you lately? Tell me in the comments. How much have you been triggered from the Epstein files? Because it has been really tough. So my post the other day was, can you hear me okay? My post was brought on because I got so mad at this verbiage. Oh, gotta fix my makeup. At this verbiage they were using for girls. Did you guys catch that post? I can't even tell you. Like, it made me so upset to see this wording they were using for girls, for children, underage girls. It's not a thing. There you go. Can you hear me all right? Oh, can't hear you. Yep, it just said that it lost the sound. Did you hear my rant? Did you hear my rant about, about the use of the word girls? Anyway, can you hear me now? Yes, gross and despicable Joe Craw. Let me know if you guys can hear me before I keep going. Nope, you can't hear me? Oh, man. Hold on. Nope, she says no, LOL. I might start a new one. Oh, it says that you can hear me now. Oh, you didn't hear my rant, you're saying. Okay, listen. Uh, my rant is that it's just the way that they've been using this verbiage. It's to thank you, honey. Joe Cross, my technical person here. The way that they've been using the patriarchy and misogyny to make it more palatable to say these things. I mean, it is a point blank. And here's what I want to hear from more are men speaking out about this. Christopher and I have talked about it. He speaks out about it a lot too. I mean, yes. Oh, hello. Speaking of, hi, husband. Darling, we were just talking about you, mentioning, that brought up my own experience of, being sexually abused for many, many years. And so I suffer from what's called complex PTSD. So, or childhood PTSD, meaning like it's not just a one off experience that you have, but when it's an extended period of time, how that affects you. And so, I get a little fired up, absolutely warped. Thank you, Kevin. And yes, TTT. That's our little code thing. But anyway, I'll tell you, I think we all need to really be we really need to pay attention to how people are saying this and seeing kind of who's sort of glossing over it. I mean, think about Pam Bondi yesterday. Her big flex was to say, "Why are you talking about this?" Which is, by the way, partly of how Trump won the election. I'm going to say that loosely because he campaigned on the Epstein files. He campaigned on it. Ah, thank you, Joe Craw. Yeah, this has been a really triggering time, and I've spoken with a lot of friends about it. And what I appreciated on my post was the amount of friends who also said that this was their experience. And you start to see how many people there are who have been abused. The numbers are pretty staggering for women, and they're just as staggering for men as well. It's just not spoken about as much. But when you start to see I can feel there's just this underlying current. And I felt this in 2017 when Kavanaugh was elected, which, by the way, if you start looking again, I sound like I'm falling down the grassy knoll rabbit hole that, Kavanaugh had a tremendous amount of debt before he was brought onto the Supreme Court. All of a sudden it disappeared. The cabal, the Pizzagate of it all has never been where they were saying it was. It's always been in this front and center. And I find it interesting too. I think there's a lot of people that um like, oh, just going after Republicans. I don't give a fuck what side you're on. If you're on that list, and I am enjoying seeing the amount of people that are getting exposed for all of that, these casual conversations that they had that are so chilling. This Peter Attia guy, I know Peter Thiel's involved in this. She is a see you next Tuesday. I heard her called a twatsie. Oh, Kevin. Hi, my friend. How are you, darlings? Y'all at home hanging out? How's Mitchell doing? Oh my gosh, it's good to see you on here, darling. Thank you. Yeah, the amount of people my age as being 61 that it was so normalized. And this what I said to a friend in one of the comments was the cover up that we all experienced, whether it was for me partly family that were complicit, and also this grandma Diana's listening too. Oh, sorry. See what happened? Sorry, I'm still gonna F-bomb, but I'll try and go easy on it. I'll say frig because frig is, the word for Norse word for Friday. Frig. Anywho, this complicit, these different systems that were complicit in keeping us down and holding us down is really, really hard to it's for you, darling. It's really hard for us to not feel this just really deep-seated anger, and again, that's why I brought up being the year of the wood snake, that we're almost at the end of. So if you're having a lot of big feelings like I am, it's a lot of it too is you're gonna get a lot of the stuff up and out because it's just been, oof, these kind of, things, these systems, and it's been weird for me too. I realized that I was so and Chris has heard me speak about this, and I've probably told some of you about this. I was very, very close to a lot of these systems, especially when I was back in New York. I worked for a company called Griffin Development. And Griffin Development was a product development company that made all the products for Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Fitch. Yep, getting it out. Abercrombie and Fitch. And we were owned by Les Wexner. Yeah, that fucking guy. How that guy has managed just oh, sorry, Grandma Diane. How he has managed to go through all these years, by the way, and think about that, he's in Ohio, and I actually went to his house. My company had an outing at his house in the 90s, so I was like 20, I don't know. How old was I in 92? 27 maybe? Probably too old for them, but all these my boss at the time had a place up on Park Avenue in the 70s. Same with Wexner and Epstein. I mean, all of these people. I mean, it's really, whew, it's really stunning to think about. And then I was realizing today, and Christopher, I haven't had a chance to tell you this, but I was also involved in commercial insurance. That was my first business. Guess who was one of my accounts in the early 90s before I went over to the cosmetic place? Um, oh God, now I just forgot. Oh, Casablanca. John Casablanca's, he was this big, model management, elite model management was one of my accounts. Like, I cannot believe how close I was to all this bullshit. So look up John Casablanca's, also garbage. All these modeling agencies, right? And it was just hiding in plain sight, all of this. Oof, God, yep. Yeah, I am on you do remember that, honey. Yay, thank you. Hi, husband. It was so fun to change to the wedding picture today. Anyway, it's so interesting, and I'm just sitting again. Christopher knows I'm having all these big feelings about all these systems, and I know that that's something that's been said, and that Twatsy Bondi. Oh, I can't decide every day who I can't fucking stand. Ooh, sorry, Grandma Diane. But she even said, like, this will cause if you open up these files and they're bad, right? I haven't even, quite frankly, I've just been delving into the people that are on it as opposed to the photos and a lot of this content. So please be very, very, very careful when you're viewing this content. And don't let it distract you from being involved in your community and staying aware and finding out who you're and calling your elected officials, making sure you're aware of when you're voting for the primary, right? Like, please be aware of this. So, it's definitely really, you can't get distracted. But one thing that Pam Bondi said was, if we go after everyone, it's going to break all the systems. You know what? And I say this again as a privileged white woman, so fucking be it. That which means you need to get involved in your community. I'm involved now in two. One is a Buy Nothing group on Facebook, and another is one called a mutual aid group. And if you look in these groups, you'll see people say, "Hey, I need help. I need some help. I don't have groceries because these systems are broken. These fuckers in Doge. Look at how they cleaned out all of these programs. Listen, we're not saying these programs weren't faulty and broken, but my God, we had a chance to at least fix them. And look where we are now. I'll tell you, if you are Good, thank you. I know, and you know what? What I love about these comments from my beloveds here is that I know you are involved in your community, and when these systems break, you're gonna be around to help people. Mutual aid, that's what it's gonna be all about. Everything from, finding things in your closet that, not that you're gonna be giving away junk, but finding things, Joanne, this is your realm that you can easily put right back out into the system. One, you're helping the environment. Two, if I love watching this, I'm obsessed with my Buy Nothing group because people will put things in there and then they just get so excited of like, hey, I'll take that, right? They get so excited about, an end table that you may not be able to use or you don't have enough room for it, you know? Yes, and we are so close to we are heading close. Hey, listen, first of all, listen, Louisa's here. Louisa just had her, is it your 8-year anniversary today of Make Kind Loud? Literally forgot I was involved in that process. I remember the conversation now, but I love that. But Louisa has this Make Kind Loud movement, and it is a movement. Sissy, post your links in here just because I know it's here. Oh, Deborah's listening. Hi, Deborah. She just had her birthday the other day. We're 10 years apart. You remember John Casablanca, so you're familiar with that. Well, listen, Deborah has been involved with law enforcement, and she can speak to a lot of that. But I'm telling you, it is just so bizarre. If you start looking, you'll see a lot of probably people in your world that are just one that probably aren't speaking up enough. So we all need to, but we're all like one step away from a lot of this shit. Yes, 8 years. Louisa, post your links in here, please. Oh, I would love that, Sissy. Thank you. Absolutely. It looks like Bob is here. Hey, Bob Farnham, how are you? So, yeah, let's talk about some more action items. Again, I love this woman, Park Rose Permaculture. I think she's mainly on TikTok and YouTube. She's a pretty she's very progressive, and so I dig that about her because I do feel like we also need to burn down a lot in the Democratic Party as well. I'm just saying. Oh, Lisa, thank you. That's awesome, Sissy. I appreciate that. I love her, and I love a lot of the action items. So again, let's talk about some more like practical things. So one, mutual aid. What's going on in your neighborhood? Now, look to Minnesota to see how they handled a lot of things because what we don't realize, and this is what I posted yesterday. I wish I had posted about the SAVE Act, but it looks like a lot of you were already aware of that. So look up the SAVE Act. I can't remember what that acronym for, but it's fucked up. Good God, you guys, you do not realize. And I've seen so many people comment like, yay, these people are voting and illegals are voting. I'm like, shut your face. You're so dumb. Anyway, what was my other rant about? Oh, okay. So making phone calls. But Minnesota, looking to Minnesota, they have really, oh my God, I forgot my ring downstairs. Oh, honey, my big shiny ring. Oh, I'm sorry I don't have it on. I was putting on hand lotion. It was the hand lotion. Anyway, Minnesota has done such a great job of showing people how to show up for your neighbors because what's happening and that we're not seeing a lot of is that when folks are arrested, no due process, whether they were citizens or not, what happens is they're not being let out. Now the citizens are kind of dumped out onto the road, but all these systems are breaking down. Think about like if you just didn't show up back at home, your cat, your pet, your family. There was a woman who was had a newborn and she really needed to go out just to get to make some money and was arrested, and then so there's this baby and a teenager at home. And what I love, and I'll find the story for you, is they found a community of some people in the community. One woman who was breastfeeding was able to feed this baby because the baby was not on formula. Do you see how these systems are so precarious? And so we really do start having hello, have to start thinking about mutual aid because these systems are broken. So we may as well start building locally, hyper locally. That's right, Sissy. What does Sissy bring to a bazooka to a knife fight every time? I know Deborah gets worried because I'm so mouthy. Anywho, so I want you to start thinking about in those terms because I do think that and until we defund these ICE and Border Patrol, until we defund a lot of these things. And I think that's why they were like, okay, we're going to leave Minnesota because they want their funding to go through, right? Until this is defunded, we are going to have to think hyper locally about mutual aid. Can you tell me? I'm glad I got to see you too. Thank you, my darling. Yeah, go follow Joe Crawl. Joanne, please put your link in here. Don't leave without it. And if not, I'll do that. Okay. Uh, what's your? Oh God, I just forgot your. Gosh darn it. Oof, did you see that? Boop. Couldn't remember what your business name is, but I know Joe Crawl's in the name. Uh, hold on. Let's see. That's a Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman episode. Exactly. Husband says it's submission by attrition. They expect the minority to simply break down over time. Absolutely. Oh, God, what a great point, husband. And they have 3 more years to try. Yes. Yep. There it is. JoanneCarl.com. Told you her name's in it. But I know your business name you've got a business name in there too. So, yes, they have 3 more years to try. However, we do need to be paying attention, and bluevoterguide.org is the way to go. Hi, cousin. All the cousins are here. Hi, cousin Julia. Yes, this profile picture of Julia is from our wedding, because why not have your cousin do the splits like a badass? Oh my God, that was amazing. Love it so much. Okay, bluevoterguide.org. Would you like to look at bluevoterguide.org together real quick? Let's see. Let me pull this up. I need to make sure I don't share my address with you. That's probably not a good idea, right? Let's do here. I'll start a new window. Hold on. So bluevoterguide.org. I'm going to put that in there. This is such a great way for all of us to get familiarized again with who our representatives are. And you got to really pay attention, because we cannot have any more of these motherfucking dinos, the Democrats in name only. I know, for instance, Lauren Boebert, Twatsy, she is, of course, running again. Now, there is a woman named Trisha Calvarese, Tricia Calvarese. I don't know if I can spell that. So she ran against Lauren Boebert, who had moved to a different district. So you're probably familiar with her, right? Hand job in the theater, all that kind of stuff. Oh God, she's so garbagey. Even though I will say she actually did do something good the other day and spoke out against Epstein and letting Ghislaine Maxwell out. Even she, I mean, broken clock is right twice a day. Chandra's here. Hi, love. How are you? Yeah, you did. I know. I got to go live more often because I enjoy it so much. So that's the problem, though. So what's her name is, of course, absolute garbage, Lauren Boebert. However, so Trisha Calvarese has been doing all the work since she wasn't elected. She shows up. She has town hall meetings. She's out there, like really, really pounding the pavement for constituents that aren't even hers, but it's her district. Now, unfortunately, there's been this new woman who's come up in the ranks, that's trying to run against Lauren Boebert. Former military. It looks like she's recently, and I don't know her name, and I'm going to look her up for you. She's recently sort of converted to the Democratic Party. So she's running, and a lot of these influencers, online influencers, have picked up her name and they're pushing her out. Meanwhile, Trisha is boots on the ground doing the work. So this is the kind of situation I'm talking about, is really being careful about who you're voting for. This is the time for us to get these progressives into office in the primaries so we can change things up, because shit's got to change. Shit's got to change, even within our own party, right? We want more options. Okay, so let me put my address in here. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's build your own guide. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Now I can share my screen. Do you guys want to see this? Does this sound interesting to you? Oh, I'm glad you're hanging in there, love. I know you're coming up on the end of the year for a lot of firsts. So Chandra's beloved husband passed away in, I believe, in April of last year, and he was so beloved. Oh, anyway, darling, we're thinking about you. Okay, so we're going to share the screen, because you're so active in speaking up, Chandra. You really are. I love you for that. Okay, share screen. Here we go, darling. Let me make sure my address isn't in here. No, it's not. Okay. because that wouldn't be fun. 4/2 is your date. All right, honey. Well, I'm going to keep that date in my head. All right. So look at this. So this is Build Your Own Guide. This is bluevoterguide.org. This is for my primary is on June 30th. And here are the people that are up for election. So right now our incumbent is Diane DeGette. She's been here a long time. She is Joint Action for Political Affairs. So Jack PAC. See, anything that's a PAC, I got to tell you, I'm not really crazy about. I'm going to look into this. Meanwhile, this gal, Malat Kiros, is endorsed by Justice Democrats, Muslims, also a PAC. Not crazy about that. No Dem left behind. And then we have a lot of people that are in there. We've got our Republican candidate in as Gregory Cutlip. Nope. Colorado Treasurer. This is going to be interesting. Brianna Titone is one of our first trans in the House of Representatives, I believe. She's currently serving in the House, but she's going for Colorado Treasurer. Love everybody that she's that's backing her, endorsing her. But this is what's cool. This is when you can start looking into these people, y'all. It is really, really time for us to not be phoning it in anymore. This is the power of the people. Right. Hey, Randy, how are you, friend? Hey, sending you a hug. I know your grandma passed away recently. I'm putting your business on the highway, but happy Friday the 13th. Love you, brother. Governor Phil Weiser. I'm probably going to go with Phil Weiser. He's our current Colorado AG. Really dig this guy. Michael Bennett is one of our current senators. Not as crazy about him. So I'm probably going to go for Phil Weiser, but look, all these folks, let's look into them. Secretary of State. This is going to be heated because our current Secretary of State, who I love, but she takes a lot of shit because she had a little bit of a snafu with some passwords and she should have come out about it, but it still was like nothing. I love how the Republicans love to shit their pants about a misstep by the Dems. Meanwhile, here we are. All right. Hickenlooper. Nope. No, thank you. Dude, you got to go. He was the mayor, the governor, our current senator. Nope. Time for him to go. Although I love End Citizens United, that's got to go for sure. I'm going to look into these two candidates right here. Again, look and see if these are people who have just switched over from the Republican Party, right? You know, they're just jockeying. Oh, husband, thank you, darling. Here, I'm going to put that right there. Jenna Griswold, again, so she's been Secretary of State. Let me tell you something. She has kept our state really, really safe. So I'm all about her. But, look at these interesting ones. Yeah, meanwhile, they're gangsters and criminals, pedophiles, rapists. My God. Oh, man. So look at all of our, and Crisanta Duran, I love her. She was actually one of our first Latina Speaker of the House here, and she left the state for a while. She had a pretty serious incident happening with her, but I love that she's back. Our House of Representatives, so Monica Buskirk, look at these are the people that are running. Emily Serrata, I'm gonna look into her because I believe she's here. So anyway, look at this. How cool is that? And then what you can do is you can actually put this in here for who you're going to vote for. And then when you go to the polls, rather than, luckily we still are able to do mail-in ballots here. But look how you can put that in there. So that's your, then print this out when you go to the polls. Anyway, I absolutely love bluevoterguide.org. So y'all, it's time now. It is February 13th, Friday the 13th. So look how you can get ahead of the curve on this, right? If you need some help with your guide, I'll be your huckleberry. I'll always be your huckleberry. All right. Who wants a card? Look at this. I have these wonderful cards from my friend D Nice. She sent me these a long time ago. She's not on social media anymore. Cat gurus. Who wants a cat guru card? Right? Oh, it's going to be backwards. Let me see if I can switch my camera. Let me see. Hold, please. Hold, please. Anyway, Randy's in. Randy wants a card. All right, brother man. Mirror my camera. Heads up if you are where. No, is that backwards still? Nope. Okay, there we go. Took me a second. Chris and Joyce want a card. Oh, listen, I'm going to see husband and Joyce next week, and I can't. It's family. It's family. Christopher lost someone this week too. Our Aunt Lois. I'm putting your business on the highway too, my love. But I'm so sad I didn't get to meet her. But we're going to go back and celebrate together. All right. All right. So we've got Randy, Christopher and Joyce, Chandra. Who else we got? All right. All right. This is for Randy. It just popped up for me. This is Peter. Here he is. So basically, here's the deal. The three things are for relationships, life, and work. So this is what Peter has for you, Randy. I get his little jacket. These are all real cats, by the way. So in case you're wondering. All right, here's Peter. It says, so in relationships, I'm going to have to read it to you. In relationships, in life, as in cricket, Christopher, you have to stay in to avoid getting out. When it comes to life, Randy, a sticky wicket doesn't mean you can't hit a six. I don't know what that means. And when it comes to work, if you're bold or googly, don't get caught on the back foot. Look at him. All right, let's read about Peter real quick because every one of these is like a real guy. So I'm going to take the time I'm going to find it. They're not in order. Oh, we need to pull Freya because it's Friday, right? Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do. All right, here's a story of Peter. Peter, a.k.a. the Marrowbone Mog, this cricket-loving kitty could often be spotted patrolling Lord's Hallowed pitches, and when Peter finally reached his last over, he was granted the ultimate accolade of an obituary in the Wisden Cricketer's Almanac. The charming feline was known to bowl many a maiden over. I love these cards. I forgot about these. All right. Christopher Dale. Are you next? Yep. Oh, here we go. This is Blackie. Look at Blackie all fancy with the necklace. Okay, so Christopher Dale and Joyce, when it comes to relationships, loyalty will be richly awarded. You knew that already. When it comes to life, money can't buy happiness unless you can pay someone to scratch your head. And when it comes to work, you can't take it with you, so why not leave it to your cat? That's really cute. Oh, Deborah, thank you. Yeah. That was kind of the first of the siblings to go on Christopher's mom's side. So it's a little tough. And it sounds like we've had a couple losses and a couple of celebrations too because of my Aunt Linda's birthday, Deborah's birthday, somebody else's birthday. Anywho, all right, next up is Chandra. Ready? And there you have it, baby. That's right. All right. Ooh, look at, we pulled Freya. All right, love. Here we go. Chandra, when it comes to relationships, all you need is love and the occasional cat treat. And when it comes to life, eventually cat love conquers all. And when it comes to work, your chariot awaits. That's Freya for you, darling. Look at that. Oop. Sorry, I threw it. Anywho, let's see what Freya was about. The multitasking. Oh, and I need to read about Blackie too. The multitasking Norse goddess of fertility, love, sex, war, to name just a few. Freya took the form of a gray cat. Legend has it she loved her giant kittens, Bigule and Trigule, so much that she let them tow her chariot as she zoomed through the heavens. Okay, let's read about Blackie. Oh, I know. Didn't she love that one? Tee. So cute. Okay, so here's Blackie. She was reclusive. She belonged to reclusive millionaire David Ray, left his £7 million fortune to the last of his 15 cats, Blackie. In addition to an endless supply of cat treats, this earned the feline a place in the 2011 Guinness Book of World Records and was Dave's way of giving the ultimate two-fingered salute to his family from beyond the grave. I'd say that's a one-fingered salute, but okay. That's hilarious. I love that. Okay, I guess that's it for the cards, unless anybody else would like one. Let me pull a group one if you'd like. Thanks for letting me rant with you today. My heart's definitely feeling a lot raw. I'm having a lot of big feelings. Again, like this timing reminds me of this anger that so many of us who um, had unfortunate high school incidents or college incidents when Kavanaugh was up for, whatever. I fucking hate that guy so much. I'll say it. I'll say it. So, anywho, um, it brought up so much for so many women because Kavanaugh was my age. So hearing this, like this, just the way that he spoke about women and just sort of this disregard for people's pain, kind of like Twatsy Bondi yesterday. My God. All right, here's a group card. Yes, honey, thank you. Let me take a drink. Me and my Casa de. Oh, again, my Casa de Valor, I guess, but I like saying Valor. Like it's a material. It's beautiful. Velour. Anyway, yeah, we're all feeling it. Here's your group card. Look at her too. She's so cute. Maneki Nico. Manek, right? Maneki Nico. She's so cute. Oh my God, she's so fancy too. My goodness. All right, for the group, Maneki Nico says when it comes to relationships, raise your paw to love and friendship. When it comes to life, beckon good fortune into your life. And when it comes to work, face the rising sun and it will shine on you. Oh, that's for all of us. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, you needed that. Well, listen, what's everybody doing for Valentine's tomorrow? Are you just going to be with your loved ones or on your own? Tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Oh, and here's a group card. This one is from the affirmators. This was actually in the thing. Love. Love is a many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. Or how about the chills I get when I'm singing along to Name a song. Name a song. I just was listening to oh gosh, what was that? What was that movie with when they sing, the singing movie with the Bellas? That was on something, a little clip on YouTube. It was so cute. I love that movie. What's it called? Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect. We are celebrating on Wednesday. Yes, we are, husband. Just kidding. Not kidding. Deborah is going to be on her own because why not? Girl, everything's a party with you, right? You don't even need booze for it. It's just a party. Oh, you're going to be with friends and family. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Lily Tomlin's, what's Tom Velour? I love that. Whatever that is, I love it. All right, so that's what everybody's doing for that. So this is your love card as well because I love you. And let's look real quickly at let's find out because I believe it's Saint Valentine, right? Isn't that what tomorrow's all about? Let's learn about Saint Valentine real quick, and then we're gonna go. Well, there was a massacre. That's not good. 1929. Poof. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this friggin' guy. All right, here we go. Let's look it up together. All right, share screen. Saint Valentine. Here you go, bub. Saint Valentine. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. 3rd century Roman saint commemorated in Western Christianity on February 14th and Eastern Orthodoxy. Am I saying that right? On July 6th. What was his deal? His feast has been associated with a tradition of courtly love. He's also the patron saint of tourney, epilepsy, and beekeepers. Huh. Did you know that? Pretty much if you're a saint, somebody killed you. And it wasn't good. That's what I'm going with. Yes. Boop. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. So he is observed as a feast of Saint Valentine since at least the 8th century. Let's see, relics of him were kept. So he was martyred, of course, and his body buried on the Via Flaminia. I think I actually saw that when I was in Rome. Christopher, we got to go to Rome, man. It'll be my 4th time, and I love it so much. All right. Yeah, relics of him were kept in the church and catacombs of Saint Valentino in Rome. Any other big things about him? Attributes: birds, roses, bishop with a crippled person or a child with epilepsy at his feet. Love that. Bishop refusing to adore an idol. Bishop being beheaded. Whoops. Priest bearing a sword. Priest holding a son. Priest giving sight to a blind girl. Patronage: affianced couples. Something about fainting. Okay, didn't know about that. Happy marriages. Yay, that's us. Love. Plague. Epilepsy. What's Lesbos for Catholics? Let's look at that. See? Oh, there you go. All right. Well, now we're back to, how it really should be. There we go. Island of Lesbos or Lesbos or Lesbos. All right. All right. We're learning something new today. God dang. How much do you love rabbit holes? Oh, we do need to go to Africa. That's true. We need to go to both South Africa and back to, where did I go to? Where did I go to in Africa? Why am I forgetting this? You guys know. It was awesome. South Africa and that's really bad. I can't remember. It's been 6 years. It was so amazing too, because that's when I went on safari. Christopher, if you remember, let's do this. Mia on the go. And then I'll tell you where I went in Africa. And then I'm going to go. I mean it. Africa. All right. Where did I go? Zimbabwe. Thank God I knew it was with something with a Z. Man, that was such a great trip. Ooh, I'm going to share my little YouTubes of those. Oh my God. This is when I saw the lions in, here, I'm going to share this here. You guys have to watch this video. Oh my God. It was so good. Here's what made me cry is part of this pride of lions that we saw had actually, several of them were from Cecil's pride. And Cecil was the lion that was murdered by the fucking poacher and the guy from the US. Ugh, God, I'm still so mad about that. Anyway, here, I'll show you real quick. Look at this. Oh, you're going to love it. So I'm going to stop screen. Okay, then we're going to go and look at this. Nope, that's not it. And then I'm going to go. Oh my God, you're going to love this. It was so amazing. Yeah, I mean, being like, I don't know, 10 feet from, and it was Wangé National Park. Look at these guys. Oh my God, it was so amazing. Here we go. And that was Hills of Africa that I went with. Yeah, they're hanging out. They just had a snack. They were just chilling. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Oh, look at them. We were losing our shit, y'all. And they were just hanging out. Look at the big guy. Toe beans. I mean, the ultimate in toe beans, And again, this is part of original members of Cecil's Pride. And it was just so amazing. Yeah. You've never seen anything like that. Oh, honey, I can't wait for us to go. No, I wasn't nervous because the guides were they were so aware of their behaviors. And so because they'd eaten, they were just like, hey, cool, what's up? Right. And then they all kind of started walking across the road and like, you see how close we are. I'm like, no, we're good. Like they knew, and look at all their babies. They knew that that we were not in any kind of danger. I think I posted the link on that. Oh, look at him. Listen, how I'm going to go is going, oh my God, you're so cute. Why friend-shaped if not friendly? Right? Because look at how friend-shaped he is until you saw the murder mittens. Yep. Look at him go. Oh. So yeah, this was in 2019. So yes, honey, we need to go to Zimbabwe. Elephants were amazing. Birds were amazing in Africa. I mean, you've just never seen anything like that. Yep. Oh, here's the other one. This was going on safari on that one too. Here, I'll put a link in here as well. This was back when I was doing a lot more travel blogging, and it's been a hot minute. I'll tell you, you'll see it coming up. We ran into a dead elephant, and that was, that Camp Wangé was amazing. That was, you've never smelled anything so bad as a dead elephant. Not pictured here, by the way. Look at how amazing those elephants were. It was very loud. It was look at how beautiful the sunsets were. It was very loud. Oh, that's Sandy. Sundowners takes on a different meaning there. But it was during the spring, which is November, their spring. And, here's the lions again. And the bugs were so loud. Living in Colorado, we just do not have bugs like that at all. Oh, he was just so gorgeous. And that was also outside of Wangé. Oh, I spent the night at this place by myself, the Hide. See that little spot right there? I made the commitment. Oh, this was so neat. This was the Hide when all the elephants came to the watering hole. Anyway, I spent the night in that tree house by myself the last night, and that made me nervous because the lions were making a lot of noise. Anyway, I love you guys. I gotta go. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy St. Valentine's Day. Now you know about St. Valentine's. You know about how kind of shitty it is that Friday the 13th was made into something bad. Woman's only trip to Scotland. Oh my gosh, absolutely. I've really got, yeah, quotable Mia. You never smell anything as bad as a dead elephant. But I have some good friends in Scotland. We should totally go. Let's make a little woman's trip. All right. Love y'all. I will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.